Hello friends, welcome once again. Today I am going to discuss about some highlights of Indian Horticulture magazine, May June volume 2020. So actually friends, this volume is released and based on indigenous and minor vegetables of India. So I'll discuss only the important point exam point of view. So the first important question is India is a mega diverse nation and housing around 10% of world plant species. Another question is India subcontinent has been one of the rich emporia of 2500 plant species which is generally indigenous and used as a food source. These are the indigenous species 2500. And now talk about the total flowering plants at global level, that is 2 lakh 50,000, and out of which 3000 plant species regarded as food source. And the important point is from that 3200 species have been domesticated. Now talk about as vegetable point of view. Global diversity in vegetable crops is estimated at about 400 species. Out of all total vegetable crop species is near to 400 species, and about 80 about 80 species of major and minor vegetables are reported to have originated in India. Total 400 species at global level related to vegetables, out of which 80 species is reported to be originated in India. This is an important point. So now talk about the some data which is released from UN. So UN Food Agriculture Organization reports that about 75% of the earth genetic resources are now extinct, and another third of the plant biodiversity is predicted to be disappear by the year 2050. So just remember about 75% of the data, and the important point is like 400 species of vegetable crops and about 80 species is related to India. So another important question is the Indian subcontinent has contributed to about 20 to 25 species of domesticated vegetables, only 20 to 25 species. And another question is now talk about the some important examples of uh, some examples of these vegetables are like creeping cucumber, that is Solania ampelexicaulis. This is a cucurbits. This is a creeping cucumber and mostly grown by the tribal people of Odisha. And similarly, like there is different Momordica species are also there. Now talk about the next important point. Now just see this nicely. By seed only you can identify it is cucumber. Otherwise it's look like papaya from their flesh. So it's a very unique cucumber which is mostly found in Manipur and Mizoram. Actually I have completed my master from Northeast, so I have seen this cucumber. See here some of the important indigenous vegetables. They are very unique, which is especially found in Northeast. Orange flesh, carotene rich cucumber from Manipur and Mizoram. It's very unique, indigenous. And now scientists are using this trait which is responsible for that particular color, orange flesh color. And brown knitted cold tolerant cucumber from Meghalaya. Scented Ashgard. You can't imagine even how it is. Scented Ashgard from Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram. Similarly, like in different Momordica species, and highly pungent bird eye chili, it's very common in Mizoram. So next point is now talk about food. The little bit property is there, snap melon, which is resistant to powdery mildew, downy mildew, and CGMMV, that is cucumber green mottle mosaic virus. Now talk about the some rare and endangered species. So actually there is different species of Lufa, different species of Trichosanthus which is cultivated. Out of that, some species are near to rare or endangered. So you just remember, like in the case of Lufa ambulata, which is a rare or endangered species. Some 2-3 species of Trichosanthus is there. Just remember this. And Momordica subengulata. Now it's very important, which is rare and endangered species of vegetables. So just remember that name of species. Now another one is, what is folk variety? Folk varieties is usually defined as farmer variety that is selected and maintained for one or more distinct properties. Now talk about another point, that is water spinach. Actually water spinach is very common in UP, which is found near to pond area and called as kalmi shag or kangkong, or English name is swamp cabbage. So one important variety recently released from IIVR, that is VRWS1. VR means Varanasi, WS means water spinach one. Released from Varanasi, there little bit property is there. It's suitable for year-round cultivation and having multiple harvesting properties. Just see the picture, you can remember it. What is water spinach? And these are common and old variety, little old, but from actually released recently. But just remember as exam point of view, Thar Karni, that is tolerant to high temperature and mosaic disease resistant, which is variety of Rizgard, and Thar Tap is variety of Sponge Guard. Another one is Thar Sundari, variety of Evigard, and Thar Rachit, that is high temperature tolerant variety of brinjal. So just remember this list, just go through once, like recommended variety of different vegetables under semi arid region. So which is the suitable varieties of different vegetable crop which is mentioned here, just remember it as semi arid condition, like in the case of drumstick Thar Harsha, as well in the case of Evigard, that is Thar Sundari. So another one is some status of the tropical tuber vegetables. Some important point is there, just remember that points, like total tropical tuber crops contribute 3.9% energy requirement of world population. Another one is tropical tuber crops supply 28.5 kg per head per year food and 75 kilocalorie energy per head per day. So another point is, now talk about the ratio, conversion ratio, starch to alcohol conversion ratio, and it has been accepted to be 1.76 kg to of starch to 1 liter of alcohol. So friends, these are the important points, just remember it for your exam. Thank you.